Governor Tim Walz is headed out of state this weekend. He's going to Iowa and then Nebraska to hold two town hall events in congressional districts held by Republicans. Danny Spiewak joins us now live from the Capitol to fill us in on this. Danny?
Well, Walz first made this promise last week that he was going to go into red districts across the country and hold town halls in places where Republican members of Congress weren't meeting with constituents. It's definitely a new strategy by Democrats coming off of a loss in 2024, and it's drawing reaction from both sides of the aisle tonight.
Elected from the whole state.
I'm going to say this one time.
After a series of town halls where Republicans faced heat for Trump administration policies, party leaders accused the critics of being professional protesters and urged members of Congress to stop holding the events altogether.
And I just said, if they don't want to do it, I'll do it.
Now, Governor Walz's office confirms he's heading to two red congressional districts for town halls. On Friday, Walz will make a stop in the Des Moines suburbs in the Iowa district held by Representative Zach Nunn. And on Saturday, he will visit Representative Don Bacon's district in Omaha, Nebraska.
I'm going to go use the platform that I have and hand them the megaphone to talk about this. I wouldn't do those town halls if I were them either, because they have to defend cutting Medicare, cutting Medicaid, hurting their local public school, fighting a trade war with Canada.
It's a bold move by the party's most recent vice presidential nominee, coming off a poor 2024 election cycle for Democrats.
They don't have the power. They need to get the power back.
Todd Belt is the head of political management at George Washington University.
With what's going on in Washington, D.C., there's a lot of resentment. People are losing a lot of their benefits. People are losing jobs. This is an opportunity to create a wedge in that Republican vote.
But Minnesota Republicans ripped Walz for leaving the state during the legislative session.
We haven't really seen a lot of engagement in his job at all, frankly.
House GOP Majority Leader Harry Niska says lawmakers need the governor's presence during budget season.
And it's really unfortunate, especially when we didn't have Democrats show up for work at the beginning of the legislative session, that now we have a Democrat governor who's not showing up for his job, and instead, his focus is elsewhere.
And today we did get a statement from one of those representatives, one of the Republicans, where Walz is going into his district in Nebraska. That's Don Bacon. He wrote a statement to us that I'm going to read in part. He says maybe Walz can finally clarify what Army rank he actually retired at and when the supposed combat deployment he used to talk about occurred. But Walz is not being deterred. He's expected to do other town halls here in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Ohio in the Midwest. Back to you.
All right, Danny. Thank you.